Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Okay, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Off-play action. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tua now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Detroit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Jones to throw on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
South salad, South salad.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
And he'll take this down to the 33. 2nd down and 6 now.
Down by Darius Slay. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Jones looking to change the play.
3-yard line.
Rita. Apple. Up we go.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Don Capers.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Cockroach. Timberland.
Back to throw. Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. He finds him again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two. Jones throwing for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Tua. That's Tua's running back, Gainwell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo, ready.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Jackson to return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Other side, other side.
Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down.
46-yard line.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south. Rita.
To throw is Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?